Hello, thank you for joining me on the Finlandia varpapuu floor standing loom. That's a bit of a tongue twister in itself, isn't it? Right, today we are going to do the tie-up, what's called the tie-up, and that involves the treddles, which are the wooden pedals that sit on the bottom of your loom. This pattern involves 4 of them. 4 shafts, 4 treddles on this one, so this is a 12 treddle loom, and the reason that they are numbered not in sequence, so you've got all your odd numbers on the left and even numbers on the right, is just my personal taste. Your feet sit here when you're pushing on the treddles, so when you look at the patterns, they will describe, there'll be a box in the top corner of the pattern and it will say 1, 2, 3, 4. I prefer it this way because I find it more comfortable to work, but this is just my personal preference. So your feet sit here, left on 1, right on 2, and then anything on the odd numbers I go left, and anything on even numbers I go right. I just find it easier to work that way. Right, so what we're looking at today is, we'll come over the side here, these are the lower lambs. So we've got 4 lower lambs tied up to the treddles. Right, let's see if I can show you. So if you see, our tie-up is treddle number 3 is connected to 4 and 1. Now what that means is, this is treddle 3. Just get down so that you can see. And then it's connected, get things out of the way so you can see, to lower lamb number 1 and then lower lamb number 4, which means it's connected to shaft 1 and shaft 4. Okay, and then next we've got treddle 1, which is connected to 3 and 4. So if you follow treddle 1 backwards, then it's connected to 3 and 4 there. And treddle 2 is the next one, so that's connected to 2 and 3. So that's 2 and 3 behind it there. And then this one is treddle 4, 1 and 2. So these will be the front 2 that these are connected with. So this is treddle 1 connected to 1 and 2. Now I'm going to show you that from above and it'll probably make a little bit more sense. Okay, right, can you see these white pins? That's what the string below is connected to. So if we go back to the tie-up, it's 3 is on 4 and 1. So you can see this is treddle number 3 and it's connected to 4 at the back and 1 in the front. Now the middle of your loom is here, so these tie-ups always sit left if it's 1, 3, 5, so left on the odd numbers, right on the even. Now that's just my preference, but this is the easiest way that I can show you how they're connected. So again, next treadle is number 1 and it's connected to 3 and 4. So number 1 is there underneath here and it's connected to 3 and 4 there at the back. And then the next is treadle 2, which is just down there, and that's connected 2 and 3. So you see this is the first shaft, so that's number 2, number 3 just behind it. And then with 4 it's connected 1 and 2, so 4 is your treadle just underneath there, and then that's 1 and this is 2. So there we go. That's the easiest way that I can tell you how the tie-up works. The treddles are only tied up to the lower lambs. That's it. They're not attached to anything else, so they're just suspended there. And then in turn your lower lambs are connected to your upper lambs, and then the shafts come down through the middle. So that's how that works. Now what you're looking for when you tread on any of your pedals, and when you're making sure that they're working fine and you've got your tie up done right, so if you push down on your pedal, it will go right the way to the floor with the others coming up. Okay, so you only want one at floor level, the others will just sit slightly up from that. And then what you're looking for on your shafts is 2 of the shafts are going to raise. So that one is 4 and 1. So you've got the front and the back shaft that are raised higher, and that's going to create your pattern. And then in turn, your next one sits flush to the floor, and then make sure that it's raising the appropriate shafts, and that's what's going to create your pattern. And then again with 2 flush to the floor, and then it's raising and lowering your patterns, and again with 4, and it's raising and lowering the shafts. So that's what you want to be looking out for, that your pedals are nice and comfortable, not too much pressure to put it to the floor, otherwise something's a little bit tight, and that, whoops, push that back round on itself, and that your upper lambs are lowering and rising with your pattern, and then that your lower lambs are doing the same, so there'll be 2 at a time in this pattern. So everything's nice and easy and free. Let's pop you up. So I've just taken out the middle bar, which sits from here to here, so that you can see what's going on there. So you want some nice, easy movement all throughout the loom, so that you can make sure nothing's catching, rubbing together to make it more difficult. And then the next stage I'm going to do is, here is the piece of work that I'm going to be working on, and then that will come through, be threaded through the beater bar, and then onto this piece down here, which will come up over this bar here, and then I'll work through the loom. So that's the tie up. So thank you for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe, tick the like box, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.